microphone. We'll pass it to you so everyone can hear your question.
Thanks for this beautiful movie. I have a question, one question. There is a high level of degree of symbolism involved in the movie. For example, airplane or sharks or so many other symbols in the movie. I'm wondering what made you interested in symbolism? Was it a response to, for example, censorship problems in Iran that made you interested in symbolism to?
No, no censor. I'm not thinking about that. I'm not political man, and I hate it. I don't want to, be involved with these things. No, for me, there's because we raised in Abadan, the south of our country. I don't know if you know about it or not, but we raised with this kind of element. There's an aeroplane, this, train, whatever, things like that. And I try to make it, just comparing between this boy and anything that's moving in the new modern life, like bicycle, train, this, truck, and whatever. And in the end, try to, at that time, 30 years ago, this I think 474 or something like that, this jet, the most interesting things and fast things human did it. I try to make it comparing this, if you survive, if you want it, if you want a challenge about what you want, you can get it. And all the film is about, he start from beginning, and he tried to learning alphabet, which is alphabet is beginning to make the door open for you in your life, for anything you want actually, and try to say it faster of the, the speed of the jet, and he did it. Reason is, I remember in the shooting always, every day I pushed this boy to rehearsing about how I can do it faster. That's the reason process from the A, B, C, D until T, go up. This is the whole film about.
And how did you find Amiroo?
Brett, Amiroo is I think there's so many kids, I saw it in my country, some of them face is good, but it's not bad, but energy is not good, and almost I get disappointed, that for, almost 1 month or something. And one day, me and assistant looking to a street, I see there's some little kids, there's a whistling and coming, because I'm whistling myself too. I'm looking, I see this boy, I know this is it. And I give my number to him, and I said, say to your family, call me. And they call me, then I find it. And very interesting family, interesting boy, and in this kind of things, magic is happen and help you. Not always you try to find something. Sometimes things try to find you. These boys come to me actually.
Okay, another one.
Mr. Naderi, you started your filmmaking with a narrative cinema like Tangna, Khuda Hafiz Rafiq. But later you changed to anti-narrative like a runner, Abad Khak, Winter, Dust. How did you decide to change from that style to the new style?
This gentleman question is because actually I started with the professional filmmaking, as a big movies or this or that. That kind of experience, city experience, then I find that, that I should back to my own experience as a person, how I grew up. And that's the reason I try to say goodbye to that kind of filmmaking, which is that kind of filmmaking is just for me, how you learn about the city or filmmaking or do this or technical or this or that. But this kind of filmmaking came from my heart. It's totally different. And after that, I never changed my way, I think in the past 30 years. Let's say that 3 films I did it before this, my influence from there's how to learn to tell the story or use the camera or use the editing or use the sound and this or that. But from here, then I find it how I can use it in the way I want to say it. That's the reason new filmmaking or new idea about the filmmaking in my country get a start. With this kind of film about the kids. And also more safe, no censorship, no this, no that, you can do it. But it's great for us, I think if any censorship or any problem is for filmmaking is great because we try to find another way to do it. That's, yeah, of course. Yeah, no choice. Yes. Yes, sir.
She was waiting for
course, you had great music. Did you choose the music deliberately? There's Nat King Cole, Around the World in 80 Days, and Singing in the Rain, Elton John. Did you choose it to match the period, or was you were very, very great music, luxurious? The soundtrack.
About the music, I grew up with this kind of music in South. You know, I play trombone, I love jazz in New York. I do this now. That's the reason Tommy Dorsey or, you know, there's a Benny Goodman and, you know, Armstrong and that kind of people always stay with me. And we grew up with this kind of sound. It's very different to if you go to Capitol. If Capitol more tradition. And in this part of our country, like any port or any, you know, things like this, influence from the West is always around you. Marlboro, this, that, music, whatever, gin, you know, these kind of things. I just, you know, used that music because it matched with the way I grew up and my character and background and everything. Which is, after they showed the film in the out of Iran, so much problem I find for the permission, you know, to buy that. Which is, you know, they give it to me anyway. After they watch the film, they give me free. Which is that, yeah. Mostly the Nat King Cole family, which I love them.
I actually have another question. If I'm correct, Baram Bezei was the editor on this film, right? How did he come to edit? I mean, he's known as a very well known as a director as well.
I went to Europe very early after my life, you know, let's say 18 or something like that, a couple of times, and I've come back again. And I remember I come back after I discovered the new wave in French, you know, there's of course, and then I tried to put the people together, you know. For example, you know, I writing a script for somebody, Mr. Bezei editing for me, I produced this, you know. For example, you know, I made one film, I don't know you guys watch it or not, Harmonica. Anybody see the Harmonica film I did? Oh, okay, good. Saurabh Shahid Sales, for example, edited. You know, we try to make it, you know, like Chabrol, Godard, Truffaut, that kind of people, try to make it. That's the only reason, you know, to be together.
So many thanks for this wonderful movie. I watched it so many times, but here in big screen, that was a wonderful experience for me. I have a question. As you said, you have another film, Harmonica, and that the main character in that film is Amiroo too. I want to see if they're both Amiroo in this film and that are Amir Naderi.
Not just these two, 6 films I did about my childhood, yes. used to be I'm very fat and eat too much, and you know, then you know that I would start running or about myself. I almost say I never make any film if not hardly experience it, you know. In Iran definitely, and also in America too. For example, my last film I did in Japan, or my new film in Italy now, always came from my experience as a person. Sometimes from myself, and sometimes my imagination about the one situation, you know. Yes, about me, definitely. Yes, sir.
Where was the location of the film?
Where was the location of the film?
This is a very interesting question. I made this film exactly heart of the, you know, in the middle of the war, my country, exactly. Every shot, you know, there's, for example, 1 kilometer is war is there. Because, you know, there's after the revolution, I find that in my country, there's so many kids from my cities, you know, go to capital or move to other cities, you know, and I get very sad about it because they lose their family or this or that. Then I find that, oh my God, I should do something because I owe to my city, and I owe the way they're raised into that area. I go to this organization. I said, I want to make the one film if you guys give me freedom like that. They said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to, you know, make the one film, bring the proud back to these kids in the street and stay in the one food. And one person is there, says, okay, I actually grew up with your films, let's do this. And then I go to Abadan, shooting Abadan burning, you know, not exist. I go to Khorramshahr in the war. Actually, 11 different cities I shoot this film, the whole the south of our country, from Ahvaz until to Chaba, 4 months, 6 months takes time actually, and you can see it. The boys get changed, everybody get grow up there. After film finish, I remember everybody says, "Where is this city? We don't have it." I said this came from the magic of the master. What is it? Collage from cinema. Yeah, this not exist. One shot, Amiroo said, "Oh, cut," to next shot. There's actually at that time, I'm very obsessed with the Orson Welles' Othello. He did it this way. There's a shot for example, in Spain, they cut and Italy cut to this, cut to that. But make it one way anyway. No one location. Location from my heart anyway.
Okay, unfortunately, we're out of time for the Q&A right now, but I hope you come back tomorrow and join us for 2 screenings tomorrow night. And thank you, Amir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.